called you, your first ministry is your home. Can you just keep that straight? Just keep that straight. Let's keep that straight. Then you can keep the house of God straight. Nobody and nothing should come before your spouse. I'm just helping somebody. I'm helping. I don't know who I'm helping, but I'm helping somebody up in here. Nothing. I don't care how anointed you are. I don't care what seminary you went to. I don't care how big your cross is around your neck. You need to take care of your house before you try to come up in here and take care of God's house. Because how you gonna try to tell the people of God what to do and your wife won't obey you? Oh my God, Lord, you can't even tell them what to do, and you gonna come in here trying to direct stuff up in here, and then your wife looking at you cross-eyed because anytime you ask her to do something, she said, "Do it yourself." Oh God, I came to help somebody. I don't know who it is. I came to help maybe somebody that's going to get married. I don't know. I don't know. But I came to help somebody up in here. You want your children to obey you. Or you want the church people to obey you, and your own children don't obey you. Tell them, let's just keep it straight. Get it straight. Just keep it straight. We need to keep things straight. Don't be so committed and dedicated to God's house if you ain't dedicated and committed to your own house. Don't come here talking about how much you love the Lord and love the church and you don't love your wife. When the last time you hugged her, but you hugging all the sisters? Oh my goodness. And the brothers. I wish and your oh God. When the last time you helped your wife up the steps? When the last time you opened and closed the door for your wife? Y'all ain't saying. When was the last time you waited outside for her to come home, y'all? Y'all see, ain't nobody gonna like me today, but like I told you from the beginning, I let it be known I didn't come to make no friends. I came, Bernie, to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's what I want to know. When the last time you reached out your hand to help her up and down? She got to try to crawl up and step, and something wrong with her leg. You run to help the other leg, and your wife cripple. Yeah, what's wrong with you? You trying to make an impression on God? When I came to make an announcement, God ain't studying you. He ain't studying that foolishness. And the people ain't studying that foolishness because they see you. Oh God. Okay. All right. Be dedicated to your house before you try to be dedicated to God's house. Love your family before you try to love the people of God. And if you do it right, there won't be no problem. Your wife won't feel neglected. If you told her that her suit was pretty and her hair was pretty before you told the sisters at the church how they look. We got a lot of complimentary brothers up in here. You know, ain't nothing wrong with giving folks compliment. But make sure you take care of what's yours first. That's the right way to do it. Okay, let me move. Stay tired. I'll be the first one to admit that I don't always understand his ways. Because if I had my way, see, we had our way, we would change the destiny. But if I had my way, son would never have gone to prison. But I've come to know that if I stay with Jesus, he has a strange way of taking what was meant to destroy me and what was meant to keep me down and put his hand on it. And when I turned around everything that the devil meant for evil, God turned it around for good. If I trust in the Lord with all of my heart and lean not to my own understanding, he will direct my path. Don't allow trouble to make you troubled. Let me say that again. Don't allow trouble, because you're going to have some trouble. As long as you live, you're going to have some trouble. But don't let trouble make you trouble. Stay dedicated to the Lord. Don't lose focus. Don't change your attitude toward God. Tell your neighbor, keep your attitude up. And don't let trouble you. Make up in your mind, I'm not going to lose my focus. I'm not going to change my mind. I'm not going to throw in the towel. I got to stay dedicated to God. If I get pushed out of the clique, Bernie, I'm going to stay dedicated to God. If I get kicked out of the club, I'm going to stay dedicated to God. If I have to eat lunch by myself, oh God, I made up my mind, Debbie, that greater is he that's in me than he that is in the world. I got to stay dedicated to God. Jesus, keep me near the cross. The song said, there's a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream that flows from Calvary's mountain. Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to the cross where thou hast died. Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to thy precious bleeding side. I don't have too many who want to go there. But if you're going to remain dedicated to God, if you're going to be steadfast and unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, then you got to know that you're going to be tested and you're going to be tried. But rest assured that all things are working for your good. When you're following Jesus, sometimes you might have to struggle. But it's all good because he knows the way that I take. And when he's through with me, I shall come forth as pure gold. The more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. The Bible says that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers them out of them all. The more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. You caused men to ride over our heads, but you brought us out, somebody say, in a wealthy place. The more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. The Bible says that the righteous cry, I will follow. I'll go with him all the way. The benefits of persecution. You got to know that your trials were not designed to kill you, but your trials were designed to promote you, to elevate you, to take you to the next dimension in God. And if you can just hold on during the process, y'all ain't saying nothing. Somebody say the race is not given to the swift, neither the strong, but to the one. Somebody say the one. Somebody say, I'm one of the ones. I'm one of the ones that's going to hold out and see what the end's going to be. Because I've given too much. I've prayed too hard. I've fasted too long. I've loved too hard. Y'all ain't saying nothing. To give up now. I'm not going to throw in the towel. I'm not backing up. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to be defeated. I'm not going to cry no more. I'm going to wipe all of my tears. The Bible says that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And I understand if I could just wait till the break of day, if I can wait until I see the sunshine, I'm going to stop crying. I'm going to get some joy. I'm going to start shouting. I'm going to start praising. I'm going to start dancing. I'm going to start singing. I'm going to start clapping. I'm going to start running. I'm going to open up my mouth and I'm going to give God some praise. I'm going to give him my best praise, my best praise, my best praise. There's a benefit in persecution. The devil didn't know that the more he afflicted you, the more he talked about you, the more they pass over you for the promotion. Oh God, the more you're multiplying and the more you're growing. Y'all ain't saying nothing up in here. You got to understand that persecution is not a bad thing, not in the spiritual realm, but persecution is the best thing that can happen to you. Because if you want to get to anywhere in God, you got to go through